And I'm back. I got to tell you what's going on with my mouse. How many of you know what a Macintosh mouse pad is? It's a separate mouse pad that you get instead of a mouse for your computer. And I have mine set right now on tap to click, which means all I do is barely tap it and it's a click. And it was on the start button and I tapped it and it clicked me off the air. So I am back. But anyway, hi guys, it's me, Debbie here. And a couple of things to clear up. Last night I was exhausted. Oh my gosh, I was exhausted. But I need to go and see if I can find Guy. He's on the air right now, and I think he invited me on his show tonight. I think. I could be wrong. That's what it looked like it said on Skype. However, let's go take a look and see if he's on. No, I was saying earlier, I love Mr. Solution. I always have. No, he's not on yet. An hour ago, I must be crazy. Me and Guy must have our time zones mixed up. He says, damn it, I can't believe I missed it again. 10 p.m. Eastern time. Son of a bitch. Ugh! I'm sorry. I thought you meant Central time. Oh, well, I missed his show. Well, we'll see what he said on it. I think it was something that had to do with Mr. Solution and the overplayed mess that continues about him. Let me see what he said. Hold on, let's take a listen. Hold on, let me see if I can get him talking.
No, Debbie, no, of course not.
You better behave. You better behave.
Well, hey, welcome to the call, man.
How you doing? Thank you. I know this is Debbie's show, and
this is one of the. First of all, let me introduce you. This is okay. It looks like he's going to replay what happened on my show that night between him and Mr. Solution. So let's see what he plays here.
Brazil was a Portuguese colony. Portugal at one point had the largest navy. I think in the 1500s.
Oh, no, I have to interrupt everybody. This you won't believe. Everybody, hold your horses. Guy Shea is calling. Oh, dear.
like it's a disease when I call a program. Now, remember, I'm in character here, people. Keep that in mind.
Do my eyes deceive me?
No, Debbie, no. Of course not.
You better behave. You better behave.
Well, hey, welcome to the call, man.
How you doing? Thank you. I know this is Debbie's show, and
this is one of the. First of all, let me introduce you. This is one of the gods of Spreaker, Mr. Guy Shea.
Yes, one of the white gods of Spreaker.
Oh no!
And the reason I'm calling in, and Debbie, I do listen to your show, and I think it's a fantastic show, even if Steve Rush is a bobblehead at times.
Okay, now hang on a minute. I see in his chat room an hour ago that idiot Todd Morris, who slobbered over me for how many years, Victor?
As long as he was around.
Oh, my God. He is a jilted ex-non-lover. And he cannot get over me. And he's in there going, oh, blah, 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 blah. Todd Morris, you are so pathetic. So I will now show you what happened the night I finally decided to get rid of Todd Morris off of my show, who is also known as Prankville. Where was that?
Rolled right down there.
As Prankville. I had replaced him with the beautiful Jewish producer and Mr. Midnight Movie, and I quit taking his calls, and he got a little upset. Now, what happened is every night on his show called Prankville, which I've never understood why that mullet calls his show Prankville. It's not Prankville. He does no pranks. All he does is play my show and talk about me. Now, we talked about last night about the word indifference, being indifferent to somebody, and the difference between having a stake in somebody and being indifferent. I'm indifferent to him. But here's what happened when he called in to the show on his show. Now, he's not on my show. This is his show playing my show, and he's talking about me as he plays it, which is what he used to always do. Here's Todd Morris 2 years ago.
My heart is broken. I want to talk to Debbie Daly. Did you just say faithful, Debbie Daly? You think you're being faithful? You treated me
So what's
for some Jew in Hollywood? No,
teenage boy, but
no, I'm not.
we're talking. But no, I
You treated me in.
love somebody. You just
You treated me in. See what I'm talking about? This is it. This is war. George producer, this is war.
I have to say that
Shut up, Bill.
men may not.
Shut up, Laszlo.
We all
Shut up.
about it.
You know what happened to Mario? What happened to Dignity? What
I'll
happened
crack
to
that whip.
What happened
No, I'm joking.
to Debbie Daly?
That it's good to become. I'm sorry.
You shut up, you drunk. I want to talk to Debbie Daly.
Making a relationship stay alive.
Debbie,
I mean,
you
if you
treated
love
me in.
variety. Give that bitch variety. I mean,
Yeah, you're giving me a variety. You're giving me the blues. I can't believe it. My heart is broken.
One night we'll get into that.
My heart is completely broken. Debbie Daly has left me high and dry, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
And I'm back. So as you can see, Todd was brokenhearted, destroyed, upset, freaking out over the fact that I did not want him on the show anymore. Now, you guys know well enough that when a guy is quote-unquote dumped, he hates the girl. Oh, she is horrible. She's a bitch. She's a slut. She's a horrible person. That's why Todd Morris acts like that. He was a part of my show every night, and then I got tired of him because he didn't bring any content. He was boring. And I replaced him, and he got sad and whined and cried, and he meant it too. Called me on my cell phone night after night, blah, 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 and then went to Desert Rose. Let's hear that again. Again, this is Todd Morris of Prankville, listening to my show, simulcasting my show, and commenting on his.
My heart is broken. I want to talk to Debbie Daly. Did you just say faithful, Debbie Daly? You think you're being faithful? You treated me in.
So what's
for some Jew in Hollywood? No,
teenage boy, but
no, I'm not.
we're talking. But no,
You treated me in.
love somebody. You just
You treated me in. See what I'm talking about? This is it. This is war. George producer, this is war.
I have to say that
Shut up, Bill.
men may not.
Shut up, Laszlo.
We all
Shut up.
about it.
You know what happened to Mario? What happened to Dignity? What
I'll
happened
crack
to
that whip.
What happened
No, I'm joking.
to Debbie Daly?
That it's good to become. I'm sorry.
You shut up, you drunk. I want to talk to Debbie Daly.
Making a relationship stay alive.
Debbie,
I mean,
you
if you
treated
love
me in.
variety. Give that bitch variety. I mean,
Yeah, you're giving me a variety. You're giving me the blues. I can't believe it. My heart is broken.
One night we'll get into that.
My heart is completely broken. Debbie Daly has left me high and dry, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
And I have another one. He had called Bathtub Girl one night, and this is what he said. Now, this is a phone call between me and him, but he knew I was going to play it. Here's Todd Morris of Prankville.
Girl, it took them a while. I gave them links. I mean, my God, how stupid are they? It's all right.
Wow. You just want to...
Listen, you probably have me on your little stupid-ass show.
No.
Did you finally get a computer yet?
Yes, I did.
Oh, congratulations. Now, I understand Miss Debi has lost her bonding license again.
Really?
Sources tell me that fraud has been mentioned. Fraud has been mentioned. I don't know if that's really true or not, but when I talked to my friend who's down at the court system in Dallas, fraud has been mentioned.
Wow.
But yeah, she hasn't had her bonding license for it's about 3 weeks now.
Oh,
so next goes freedom.
Yeah, she mentioned something about it on her show. I couldn't believe she actually mentioned it. But she said something about them going after Vic, and it wasn't fair. And
well, you know, when you do dirty deeds, they come back to you. Yeah. I mean, that's just the law of karma. Yeah. You know, then have clean hands if you don't want to have dirt thrown at you.
Yeah.
Have
That's
clean
true.
hands.
That's true.
You know, and it's a dirty business that they're in. It's not a nice business.
Yeah.
Nature Boy was setting her up for her lies. She was known for these outlandish lies about me. Fraud has been mentioned. It's a dirty business. Now watch him call me, and we laugh about what she said that he called her out on. He was setting her up.
Bounty hunting nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
They need to launch
so that
reality.
little trailer is going to be shut down.
Oh, no. Oh, no. When are you coming back to Blog Talk Radio?
I'm really working hard with my daughter, helping her with her therapy, walking.
Let's go to the board and see what's going on. Area code 936. You're on the air with Debbie, my darling.
Yes, Debbie Daly. These steam waters are rising over here tonight.
She is such a freaking liar. I hear there's fraud involved. I hear there's fraud. Fraud.
Fraud has been mentioned. Fraud has been mentioned.
Fraud has been mentioned from my little friend down in the courthouse. Fraud. What else can you say, you freaking mullet? She just lies. It's so funny to listen to her. I kind of enjoy it. It's actually kind of fun to listen to because I want to hear what else she'll say sometimes. She'll be like, well, you know, Debbie actually is out on bond for murder right now. I don't know. That's my personal experience. Let's stir the waters and watch the steam rise. Is this your personal experience, caller? Right. The bitch is on. I mean, just check your crap. I cannot believe how easily that woman lies.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't know she was on the show, and what really surprised me was how intimidated she became once she found out she was live on the air. She's like, oh, you better delete that show, and oh, I know people, and I'll send them after you. And
yeah, she was threatening you.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever, send them after me. The show's not going anywhere.
She's this fat, mean, jilted woman. She had babies with men that never married her. She's just she's a very angry person because she looks at her life and realizes she lost the game. I mean, she did. And I'm sorry.
She didn't even make it off the bench.
She didn't even hear the starting gun. But
sorry. She didn't even hear the starting gun. So there you go. So over in Guy's chat room tonight, Todd was saying some of the outlandish lies that he tells. He says, you're a liar. It was set up, and I have the chat log from that same night showing Debbie was baiting you to call in, you fucker. And he's just obsessed with me. It's very sad. It's a sad existence. I'm so glad that I don't live like that. I would die if I was obsessed about somebody like that. I don't know what I would do. That would be a horrible life. So we're going to play a little bit more of Rage Live starring Guy Shay and see what we missed.
Thank you.
But anyway, Mr. Solutions, the reason I'm calling in is because I've listened to you over the last couple months, and what I think and I believe, and, I'm not just getting on here to call you a Negro or make fun of your color or so forth, but I believe from what I've listened to that you are a very, very upset man and have taken on the entire black race, and somehow, by your comments, you vicariously think you, I don't know, maybe represent every black man's opinion, and that's sort of, I don't know, it's ironic because you present yourself as an educated person who's a historian, and my question to you is, what difference is there between today and this society between white and black people?
Well, first of all, you haven't listened to me very well. And
No. I've listened to you. Please don't correct me. I asked you a question. If you can, I will allow you. But I want you to. I want you to answer the question. Don't try to talk over me. It'll never happen. Trust me. I want you to answer the question without trying to explain to me how I misunderstood what you were saying. Is there a difference between black and white people? It's a yes or no answer, sir.
Number one, I never identified.
Number one, it's a question. No. You represent black people.
You put him on hold, Debbie, because he's an asshole.
Oh, see, there we go. And
all right, now you see where the first blood was drawn. I've never referred to this man in a negative manner whatsoever. I gave my assumptions. I gave him a chance to ask a direct question, and he attacked me verbally.
You're a nigger, then, nigger.
You're a nigger.
Wow. You come off as a nigger, you'll be called a nigger. You want to down talk white people constantly. You want to down talk
Brown Beasley, hush.
You called me an idiot, so I'm going to call you a nigger.
This son of a bitch did.
I'm a son of a bitch. Once again, then you're a slave.
He has a dick up his mouth.
I have a dick in my mouth. You're not representing black people very well, Malcolm X. There you go. Resort to that. What is the difference between white and black people, you ignorant black man?
You dumb son of a bitch.
Answer
the goddamn question.
Yeah, why don't you answer the question? You come off with everybody's crack of this, crack of that. You got beat at your own game.
He never called anybody a cracker. He does.
You got beat at your own game. You are a racist black man trying to feel more educated than a... Yeah, I'm a motherfucker. And you're a nigger, sir. You are a nigger. Wow. That's not based on color. That's based on your actions, you foolish, uneducated man.
You're a son of a bitch.
You tell people that white people enslaved black people, yet black people actually sold your own people to white people. I'm an animal. Learn your history, sir, before you try to be the next Malcolm X.
Go eat bloody meat, you son of a bitch.
Okay, as soon as you pick my cotton, I'll do that. Negro. You want to bring up race? This is what happens when you're a racist.
Go get
you are a racist.
Test. You'll see who the nigger
my
is.
My name is Guy Shea. That's my real name, not Mr. Solution. This isn't Soul Train. What this is a question. You couldn't answer one simple question because you're upset. What's the difference between white people and black people, you racist motherfucker?
Fuck you.
Answer the question, nigger.
Answer the goddamn question.
Wow.
Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 names to 1. I counted every name that was hurled at Guy versus the one he said. There, I'm writing them down. It says this track is not available. Please try back in a few minutes. Oh, man, what happened? Let me reload the page. Maybe he cut it off or something. I don't know. Let me try now.
Ellie, and then you'll hear myself. And Mr. Solutions is the man using very narcissistic, large, many-syllable words. Black gentleman immediately ganged up on me. Now, I wasn't sure if it was a pick him out, knock him out, punch him.
This isn't Soul Train. What this is a question. You couldn't answer one simple question because you're...
Solution to answer the goddamn question.
Wow,
You
wow,
answer,
they're
blah,
going to
blah,
get
blah.
a
You know
rope
what?
and lynch him.
The only
What
thing
kind
you
of
need
people
to
are
do
these?
is
Listen to
get
Brown
outside,
Beasley.
take your afro,
Brown Beasley's
and go down to the
ridiculously
welfare line
stupid.
with the rest of your brothers, and maybe you can impregnate some white women and feel better about your race. Why
Let a
does
sophisticated individual.
a black person never want reparations from the Africans that sold them? You know why? Because you want. You people, you want. If we want to get rid of the problems in this country, get rid of the lazy people on welfare who are predominantly yo people. Yo people, brother.
Why do you let this
Yo people, brother. Because you're...
At this time, we'll take a short breath. Now, the man in the background who identifies himself as Brown Beasley, you'll notice he made the grunting noises, and of course the two black gentlemen immediately ganged up on me. Now, I wasn't sure if it was a pick 'em out, knock 'em out, punch 'em out game. I'm not quite sure how that works, and I'm not trying to be facetious. But anyway, honestly, stop that. So anyway, you can see how things get out of control. Now, the character, DJ Bad Guy's calling in. Think about this a minute. The character is known for the inability to be fair, a bigot, a racist. And this man who is listening to the question that he, by the way, he never did answer, knew the character and what the characterization, the bio for this character was. This is a character that has no sympathy. This is a character that was brought up in the South. I hate to stereotype, y'all, but was brought up in the South with a very, very racist attitude towards all minorities, Jews, blacks, etc. Once again, a character. And I want to state, which is, by the way, verbally impossible. A statement has to be written. I don't know. It's from the newspaper days. Anyway, Debi Daly did not preempt. She had nothing to do, nor did she have any clue what this character was saying. She did, however, at the beginning of this program, warn people that this is the DJ Bad Guy character, which Mr. Solutions, his alias, did know of. So he's arguing with a fantasy. Now, the fantasy character is a bigot, make no mistake. That's been made very clear, hence DJ Bad Guy. I mean, I wouldn't think I'd have to slow down and write that down in crayon, but then again, maybe I have to dumb it down a little bit more. Now, this man obviously took it personal, and he got, I hate to say it, he got his jimmies rustled a little bit. It happens, but that wasn't the intent. I simply could not stand, the character that is, listening to this man bloviate constantly without ever answering a direct question and then beating up on the white character, Mr. 3M, constantly using racist comments. But when put in the same situation, the character put Mr. Solution literally on the back 40.
You're talking for 25 minutes and nobody's telling you what they really think. I'm speaking for...
And you don't think.
I hung up on him. Now, he can pick back up on the call, but I did not know that.
Now, for all the people out there that continue to say that Debi Daly, the host of this program, didn't try to even stop this, for at the time, her friend and host, Mr. Solutions, the character DJ Bad Guy, was disconnected by the host, Debi Daly, to give Mr. Solutions a break. Yet, it continued.
Oh, this was going to happen. I mean, and besides, everybody...
Message from Lester Live.
I don't know what to do. Lester is listening, and he said this is horrible. I'm a victim here, y'all.
Yes, she was sort of a victim. At the same time, out of fairness, we knew DJ Bad Guy may say something derogatory. However, she may not have known it would be that direct. Now, Mr. Solutions, out of fairness, who is also not his name, knew that a character that claimed to be a bigot, a character, fantasy, was calling in the program. But once again, things get taken out of context very quickly on internet radio. You got to pay attention.
Y'all got to know, I had nothing to do with this. I'm a victim, okay?
Okay, Debbie, whatever point, let's deal with that asshole's point. What point do you think he was attempting to
I'm not sure. I know that
he didn't make a point. He was
I know that he is.
He was just trying to say nigger. That's
I
what
know
he
that he.
to do.
I know that he is an.
That's what.
Okay, Brown Beasley, identifies himself as a black man. I don't know if it's a character or not. I'm not too familiar with this program. I assume from Blog Talk Radio, because there's a lot of this kind of thing going on over there. This type of bantering and bloviating and victimizing. Anyway, immediately there's an assumption made. Now, remember, we're talking about an internet radio character. And the assumption is he wanted to say the word nigger. Now, in real life, I've been over this before. I don't think there's any ownership for any word. Obviously, if you use it in a negative context, it should be the intent obviously is negative. But when a racist character uses the word, where's the surprise?
Brown Beasley, can you just please hush for a second? I do know.
That guy goes on here and shouts nigger, and I have to be quiet?
Yeah, watch this. Shut up. There, now he's on hold. I know that he is an admitted racist. Now, he has said that many times. Now, whether or not he would do that to one of my guests, I didn't know. But I do know that I've...
Now, keep in mind, I'm not a racist. The character is a racist. There's this line between fantasy and reality. I know when you watch Honey Boo Boo, you might not believe that's really how they live. Right?
That I've told y'all 1,000 times that my dad said, don't ever get in between two men arguing or two men fighting. So I was just sitting there thinking, I'm not going to sit there and white knight people. If I was going to white knight, it would have been Mr. Solution probably, because I think that he was sort of ambushed.
But he's not a man.
But you did notice she did say white knight, so I don't know what that meant.
Man, Debbie.
Well, you know.
He's not a man. He's a mouse. And then there's Brian. Brian I love Brian, but he's a complete asshole. He supports shit like that. And see, this is the other thing, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they will call in. First of all, I don't identify myself as black.
I've said that 1,000 times.
And well, you know, I've heard them make comments. And then I didn't hear you say that. And I said, why doesn't she? And then they say, that angry black guy. Now, both of those are triggered and negative issues to racists. And all the racists can really live on as a parasite is racism.
I'm sorry, Mr. Solution. I am sorry. I did not know that he was going to do that. I thought that he was going to come on and maybe just say something funny about what's going on. Hold on just a second. Maybe this guy can help us out.
Identify myself.
Lester. 1,000 times. Hold on. Lester needs to kill his feed of the show. Excuse me. Lester, can you kill your feed?
I hear you say that. And I said, why doesn't she? And then they say,
okay. He killed the feed. Lester, did you have something to say? Please help.
You know, I thought that everything got totally out of hand. I think that I am not going to make apologies for Guy Shea. He's his own man. But I think that he was just wanting, I think that however he voiced that, I don't think it was right dropping the N-bomb. But his question was valid. You don't answer questions, Mr. Solution.
What was his question? He was an asshole.
I can tell you.
What was his question? What was his question?
I know the answer. I'm just waiting for you to shut up for a minute.
Okay, well, you said I didn't answer his question. You shut up and tell me what his question is.
Okay, then shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, don't tell me to shut the fuck up, bitch. You shut the fuck up. Answer the question. What was the question?
Have I called you a name yet?
Fuck you.
Mr. Solution, he's trying.
Now, you see how angry, aggressive people become. And unfortunately, it's taken out of context, the entire thing. Now, you have a host who's being blamed for setting up a so-called black man by a character who's a racist, and the next thing you know, you have the word of intelligence come in by Lester.
Oh, and this went way further than this. The repercussions that Debi, not Guy, not Mr. Solution, not anybody, that I was crucified over this.
And he becomes attacked. It's just out of control. This is how emotions spiral on internet radio. I mean, it's just sort of sad in a way. You got to get back to the character's a racist. And that's known prior to the show starting. I kid you not.
He's trying to tell you what the question was.
I'm doing everything I can. Look, you are mad at everybody but me. So don't yell at me and take out your anger on me.
Don't yell at me. Just answer the question.
Well, if you would just quit trying to overtalk everybody,
Mr.
I would
Solution,
be glad to tell
he's
you
trying,
what the
he's
question
trying
was.
to tell you what the question. Mr. Solution.
Me, a grown man.
Mr. Solution, hang on. I think you're jumping the gun on him. Just hang on. Just don't talk just for a second. Okay.
Guy's question is what the difference was, in your opinion, what the difference was between black and white in the world today. That's what he asked you.
What's the difference between black and white? First of all, that's a very ambiguous question. What do you mean, what's the difference between black and white? There should be no difference.
He asked.
Now, Mr. Solution always responds with, your question makes no sense. Always. That's what he always says. When it's perfectly natural because he doesn't hold himself out as a black man. So they're wondering, then what does he consider the difference between black and white? It's a totally valid question.
Okay, I'm continuing with the question. In America, if blacks are here, if whites are here, if people identify themselves as either, I prefer to identify, for a reasonable person, to just identify themselves as an American citizen and as a human. Fuck black or white.
Now, the problem with this, getting back to it, and I want to say it again, Debbie Daly had no clue what the character DJ Bad Guy is going to say. Now, however, DJ Bad Guy is known to be a bigot, a racist, incapable of compassion or learning or evolving. Now, Mr. Solutions is basing a lot of his comments on the idea that genetically 20% of all people come from African American genetics. All right, so it was a legitimate question even for the character. So what in today's society would there be a difference between a black and a white person? Obviously, this caused some confusion. But the main premises is to show how a character, non-reality, can speak to somebody on a program and a host gets slaughtered, literally blamed for setting up a racist preempted attack on a black man, which makes no sense. And that gets back to the internet stalkers out there and these illegal stalker gangs like the Bill Wagner crew. People like that who are very dangerous and need to be taken down by federal authorities. We just don't know what they're capable of. We know they've already committed child endangerment. I mean, all on record. And you need to protect yourself from this. But this man forgot during this particular host program, the Debbie Daly program, that this was a character that started out asking him a legitimate question, and all went to hell. But the bottom line was the host...
If Mr. Solution knew radio, he would have gone back at DJ Bad Guy. He would have come back at DJ Bad Guy making fun of DJ Bad Guy, which is what you do. That's how you handle this. But people that try to think that they know radio, they don't know radio. They don't know how to do radio. They don't understand it. They get all butthurt and mad, and you don't understand morning show host versus morning show host. And they get all pissed off, and they make a big, huge deal out of it, and people start attacking, and it's just insanity.
Had absolutely no idea any of this would take place. Neither did the character. Neither did Mr. Solutions. Now, if you're into dramatics, hey, it's a good thing, maybe.
But if they're black or white and they're U.S. citizens, there should be no difference.
Like Darwin indicated.
You want to explain that? Okay, now I answered your question, did I not? So you won't lie that I didn't answer the question. Did I answer your question?
Liar. Do not throw the same shit that you throw on everybody else on me.
You said that I don't answer questions.
You don't
did
answer
I answer the question or
not? I can take a poll here, and I can promise you that you do not answer questions.
I answered the question.
Midnight movie. Can I finish? Can I finish?
I would stand by that. The man does not answer questions many times. He answers the question with another question.
I answered the question, you liar.
All right, here's something else that, I personally, in real life, not a character can't stand. If a person cannot, on an educational level, on a mental equivalence level, answer a question or question, immediately there's an aggressive movement made. For instance, you're a liar. Now this becomes upsetting if it were not a character calling in the program. But remember, the only people that are not involved in this is pretty much the character, DJ Bad Guy, that called in. He pretty much got the result he wasn't even intentionally looking for. As a racist character, he got a man who identified himself as black and took defense to a word that nobody owns in today's society, if in fact we are all truly equal, and took it out of context, knowing that the character's a racist. At the same time, he got emotionally upset and aggressive. Now, if this were a real person calling in, myself for instance, I would take offense to it myself. But still, intact, the original question was never answered, which was the reason the character called in the first place. If that makes any sense, we continue.
You answered many times. You answered the question with another question.
Wait, Brian, shut up a minute. I answered the question.
You answered
so you have
that
another
question. No, I don't have a question.
Okay, then bow out.
You ask me what he asked, and then you ask me what he meant by that.
I answered the question.
Then you answered your own fucking question, right?
I answered the question. That's what you wanted. That's what I did.
Mr. Solution, can I ask? They want to know if you see any difference in today's culture between men of black skin and men of white skin. Do you not see any difference in the two? That's what they want to know.
Not when you exclude class.
All right, now we're going to get on economic. I'm not going to answer for him, but it became ridiculous. The bottom line to this, the point of this, is not dramatics. I mean, I've already heard this a billion times. The point of this is how the host of this program unfairly got blamed for some kind of preempted attack on a black man who happened to be her friend and also a host on her program doing Bible study. Now, it's ridiculous. And, of course, all these stalker programs took advantage of this. And the bottom line is I know what I was going to say or not say. Nobody else does in the entire world, just me. And I got to tell you, the truth is the character had absolutely no clue how Mr. Solutions would respond to any question. As far as using the nigger word, no, I didn't need an excuse to that. Remember, the character's a bigot. I could just get on there and start screaming nigger. That wasn't the point. The point was it turned into something real out of something that was fantasy. And the host unfairly got blamed for this. So we'll play a little bit more of it because I want to show how something as simple as a character, a fantasy, a phantom, a ghost, so to speak, a character, complete fiction, can have this fallout when it comes to any comment concerning race. And I think this goes to show that white people and black people are not equal on any level in this country yet. Now, I'm not saying one's better than the other one. I'm just saying we're not on the same page. And this proves it. There's a lot of defense and aggression when it comes to a simple word. Think about that. Of all the things we have to worry about in this society, including gas prices, by the way, we're getting gouged again if you haven't noticed. Just last week, the government said, don't worry, 209s, that's it, that's the maximum. Yep, today it's 215. I don't know, double dipping. Anyway, we're going to be right back. Hopefully this won't be another terrible non-copyright song. Got a feeling it is. You're listening to The Rage. Don't be too raged!
Okay, I think he's going to take a break there. But let me show you some of the blowback that came off of that. Oh my God, I cannot tell you. Todd Morris jumped on it. Goofy Bone jumped on it. I call those my fan club. My fan club went nuts. They went nuts. They were like, oh, Debbie set up Mr. Solution. They even had Mr. Solution on their show. Poor Mr. Solution. Debbie Daly is such a racist bitch. She's so horrible. Blah, blah, blah. And what do I do? What can I do? What can I do? Now, it's kind of a hot topic right now around the water cooler here at the show, but here's what the blowback was from that, okay? Brown Beasley took it and ran with it. Oh my gosh, ran with it. Here's some of the blowback from that.
We started Blog Talk minding our own business. We actually started talking about black empowerment. We started talking about speaking against negative messages in the black community. We started doing all this stuff. People didn't like what we was talking about. As soon as we started talking about empowering ourselves, ancient Kemet, our history, some of the mitochondrial DNA mutations that happened in Europe, all this stuff that we started talking about, this is when the racists showed up. This is when we became the talking fodder for everybody else on Blog Talk. Now, see, I don't have issues with anyone, but these people can burn in motherfucking hell. And I told you, I ain't got nothing against white people, but I cannot stand a motherfucking racist. Not one bit. I can't. I can't stand a racist. They can burn in hell. Now, this woman is in my chat room for what? Because now she needs some more material for her motherfucking white audience. Because if they're listening to her, they know that she's a racist. They're fucking racist. That's just the way the shit happens. Why the fuck would you listen to somebody that's not a racist? Why the fuck would you sit up and listen to Adolf Hitler if you're not a racist? That don't make no sense to me. So they listening to these racists. She got racist friends. You just heard her. You just heard him say, they're going to listen to this N-word show on Blog Talk Radio. This is the kind of language that they use. Now, this is my problem with these people. I don't understand it. They come over here. They don't like what the fuck we talking about. They flag my motherfucking show down. This is the motivation behind why y'all need to go to GoFundMe and let's get the fuck off of this motherfucker so they can have this motherfucker, because they got a whole racist site. Might is Right is a racist station on Blog Talk Radio that don't get fucked with at all. They're allowed to say what the fuck they want to say, call us all kind of goddamn names, tell us that we need to be fucking dead, and it's right here on BTR where the fuck we are right now, but we get flagged. This is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck that damn lady. She need to go to fucking hell. That's why I played this.
Is she, and let me say, she's not a devil, but she's a she-devil, without any shadow of a doubt. Because I didn't call her out of her name or nothing. I called her by the name that she deserves, based on the fact of laughing at a young black brother that died, that was unarmed, young boy, 17-year-old boy that died at the hands of George Zimmerman. But this woman can't let it go. Hey, let me tell you something, Black Beasley.
Hey, I got a question.
I know let me just say something, Black Beasley. I know that's your friend, brother, but I'm saying you gotta stop.
Hold on a second.
Brother.
I'm not friends with any of you people. Let's get that straight. I don't have internet friends.
All right, fair enough. But you always
no. Don't. You know what? Don't involve me. Don't involve me with your situation. I'm enjoying the show, but I'm not friends with any of you. Don't involve me. Don't involve me in whatever you guys have going on. I'm not friends with any of you people, so let's get that straight, all right?
But as a black
Hold on a second. What did I tell you? Are you hard-headed? Don't involve me in this. I'm just enjoying the show.
Beasley, was that the same lady that you pointed out the other night that was a racist that was on the show?
As a black man, Black Beasley, I'm going to open up the line. As a black
Did you hear what that lady said? Brown Beasley, is that the lady that you pointed out the other night on the show that was a racist? Huh? Notice he doesn't answer.
Black man.
I'm sorry, did someone ask me a question?
Look at Eric
You see,
Garner,
I like to
brother.
get paid for my input. If you would like to interview me, I would request payment. I'm a businessman. I'm about business.
Look what happened to Michael Brown, brother, Missouri. And they're partying with them devils. They don't care about our struggle.
Is the person willing to give me a donation for my the person that asked me a question because I'd be happy to give a complete answer.
Okay. Well, I got 5 toes and a foot. Would you like that? Is that donated enough?
He don't need a donation. He need to get off the line. He deserves the lowest monetary denomination. Get that bitch ass nigga off the line, disrespectful bitch. You shouldn't even be on there. Sounds dumb as hell.
Would the nice lady like me
Ain't
to
nobody
leave?
his motherfucking friend either. You want to play that shit? He can be a bitch all day on this phone.
Excuse me. I don't even know who the nice lady is.
Excuse me. Shut the fuck up. Excuse me.
I don't even know who the nice lady is that's speaking. I just want to wish her a wonderful evening.
Man, and you ain't no fucking pimp either. You a fucking ass clown, nigga. And you a
Thank you
bitch
very
ass
much.
nigga disrespecting these men on the fucking line. Fuck you, you old ass played out wannabe pimp.
And you're quite a lady.
Your shit ain't even worth a fucking pimp.
And you are
You
the...
a fucking clown ass nigga. You a motherfucking bitch. And you disrespectful on this goddamn show. And if you want to get paid, start your own show, bitch. On your own fucking money. And then ask somebody to donate. You dumbass. You come on this brother's show talking to them. They giving you play. You dumb bitch. No one would know about you if it wasn't for their damn show. And then you come on here and you want to disrespect them and talk about them. You dumb. And you in the...
Okay, we're going to look at this logistically. The woman on the line, whatever her name is, if you stand us side by side, and I am perfectly willing to say, you are my equal. Would you like to be considered my equal? Is that what you want? Is that what the problem here? I have total respect for you. I would like to be your friend. We can go do things together, whatever. Right? Am I right? I consider her my equal. I'm sure we're both mothers. I'm sure we both work. I'm sure we both pay bills. We both do a lot of the same things, correct? They're judging me by the fact that I, one time, in defense, said the N-word, right? So far, she's up to 6.
And you are nothing but a hoe ass bitch and a fucking coon. Now
Well,
you a Deborah, that's your fucking girlfriend, but you fucking that white bitch. Past that, she got a fake dick and she's turning you over and fucking you in the ass and pimping you so you can say this shit on the line. How about that? So you tell that Deborah bitch that you need to go. Right along with it. Tell your wife, tell your girlfriend, that you know you like her call you nigga. When y'all she fucking you in the ass.
I think she's the one calling him the N-word, not me.
While she fucking you in the ass, you say, yes, man. Yes, man. Goddamn bitch ass nigga. I don't like that beastly bitch. He a beastly motherfucker. He wanna get in there, I can get in there with him.
Can you hear me, Supreme?
Oh, yeah, go on, brother.
Okay, I just wanted, I got my mic working now. I just wanted to see if it was working.
Yeah, it's working loud and clear. And that's the thing, I agree with your sentiment, sister.
That's what he is. A disrespectful whole ass nigga. That's the nigga she talking about, because that's her nigga. He's being her nigga tonight. Aren't you her nigga, Beasley? Aren't you Deborah's nigga, Beasley? Isn't she your pimp? That's why you come over here and talk about you need to get paid so you can take it back to her, you bitch.
Seems like you know.
Let's move to some of these calls, Supreme.
They trying to be civil. They're trying to be civil. You don't want stability. You want ignorance. See, I don't respect
I like this. Let the sister go in, man. You finish with him, sister? Finish with him?
Why y'all still got that nigga bitch? Because that's what he is, a nigga bitch. Why he is on there disrespecting you. You don't allow nobody like that on your show to disrespect you. He's dishonoring you. He's trying to check you. Fuck him.
Isn't it odd to hear this woman say that that he's disrespecting them? Listen to the way she's disrespecting him. It's nuts. I'm sorry. I'll look up the definition for insane. That's insane. For disrespecting you. But listen to what she is calling him. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Since her ancestors were slaves in this country, which probably they weren't, because as we know, we've learned from history, 95% of slave owners were in one state, most of them Jewish. My family had nothing to do with it. Nothing. I have looked, relooked, and triple checked. In fact, my grandfather, I've told you before, not my great-grandfather, my grandfather, had a knock on the door one day, opened the door, and there stood a sweet black man with his hat in his hand, and his wife was out on the other side of the fence. They had one of those fences that went around the yard. I've got a picture of the home. Asked my grandfather if there was any work that he could do because he was starving, him and his wife were, and they were homeless. My grandfather and my grandmother let them in the house, fed them dinner, gave them a room in the back of the house, and the next day when my grandfather asked him his name, he said he didn't know who his father was, so my grandfather took him down to the Hunt County Courthouse and gave him our last name. And he worked for us the rest of his life. Well, I say they became family. They're buried in our family cemetery, and some of their children. That's the kind of people I come from. But I have to suffer the consequences, the abuse, that they don't even know that they owe people. I had nothing to do with that. My family had nothing to do with that. Nothing. And I have done shows after show after show trying to teach you guys the history of slavery. And that's all they talk about. It's all they talk about. And I think they use it to be mean to people. And it's wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. But I think the audacity of this woman to sit there and tell Brown Beasley that he's being abusive to the host of the show, and listen to how abusive. She's called him Brown Beasley every name in the book. She's called him a coon, a slut. I mean, she's called him every name in the book. But yet she's accusing him of being abusive. I don't know about you guys, but that's the definition of insanity.
This is not his show. This is your show. And I don't know if I'm going to respect anybody should be abusive.
Thank you, sister.
Have a good show.
Kevin, your line is open, man.
Hey, can you hear me?
You got anything to say about Black?
Yeah, you're on.
Kevin. Yeah. Well, basically, the woman that just got off said exactly what I wanted to say.
Hey, Kevin.
Mr. Beasley. Hey, what's going on?
Let me open up
Mr. Beasley.
Black Beasley.
Beasley's fake as fuck. Beasley's fake as fuck, man. That dude a goddamn clown. Now he did a show about businesses, and he claimed to be a businessman. You ask him for insight, he tell you the games be sold, not to be told. If that's the damn case, why don't he get his bitch ass to write a motherfucking book? You know what I'm saying? You on the show, we trying to get solutions. His bitch ass trying to keep it a secret. You know why? He ain't no motherfucking businessman. He sit his punk ass on Blog Talk Radio show 6 hours a fucking night, sucking dick. He go to Tommy's show, he go to Monty's show, he come to your show, sucking dick all over Blog Talk Radio. Beasley fake as hell. He ain't no goddamn pimp. He a fucking punk. His stupid ass. And you know what? I've been waiting about 2 hours to say this too, man. Beasley an instigator, a shit starter, and a fucking fag. And I don't know why y'all let that dick sucker on the show for no more than 5 minutes at a time. He's stupid as fuck, man. He need a foot in his ass. He's stupid, man. That's a dumb motherfucker. And all he wants is attention. He sound like a bitch. All he wants is talk about himself. And I ran a kid's head into the door. I'm like, what they got to do with anything, Beasley? He tell you he run a business. Then the man asks him what kind of business he owns. He says his own personal business. You ask him, well, for any kind of advice, he asks you for money. That Beasley's a fucking idiot, man. Like that woman said, if he want attention, why he get his own goddamn show? I mean, for real. Beasley, he need to take his old ass to bed somewhere and go sit the fuck down. He's just an idiot.
Black Beasley.
I mean, it's real tough.
So that's part of the fallout that I got over this. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And they still hate me for what happened on that show. Before that, they loved me. They were always having me on the show. And we were talking and having a good time, and laughing. And actually, Tyrone was on my show the night before. He said, I just want to let you know that there's no problems. Come on the show, blah, blah, blah. We love you, whatever. And I was in his chat room that night trying to talk to him over this madness that had broke out over what happened on my show and tell him, wait, stop. And he just wouldn't have it. Since the BWC intervened with their bullshit and their lies. Here we go back to Guy and see what else Guy says. Somewhere is Guy. I think he's... Well, wait a minute. Where are you, Guy? Where are you, Guy?
Same. If you are so superficial.
Wait.
But in real life, get a little angry.
Here we go. I just want to see.
Remember, there's a difference between reality and fantasy.
Because I can either listen to this after the show or I can listen to it during the show. I'm hearing this the first time, as some of you are hearing it. I just wanted to see, because I was supposed to be on the show with him, and he said 9 o'clock. I thought he meant 10. He said 10 o'clock. I thought he meant Central, and blah, 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 blah.
Fantasy people. One thing I would like to say, you hear a lot of shows that mistake the actual DJ Bad Guy character for me. I'm pretty sure most humans can't act that way in public. I'm pretty sure. We'll leave it at that. But, I like to share this. Our family, we have a grandchild who is of mixed race, and I sort of like that. I mean, I know a lot of people get upset when they say that, but in real life, it's approached at how can you have a character who's so bigoted and make comments like that? And I'm thinking, God, how stupid are some of the people that actually listen to my programs? I mean, if they can't separate reality from fantasy. Ask the question yourself. Turn it. If you were truly a bigoted, racist person, why in the world would you take in a black grandchild? Why? To enslave them? Sell them? It's ridiculous. So many people out there, so much hate. Get over yourself, really. Move on. It's the best thing you can do. What? Move on. Everybody's the same. If you are so superficial in real life that you think something as simple as a shade of skin separates you economically, separates you educationally, separates you with your freedom, you need to check yourself. Anyway, I want to talk about a few other things. I think we made our point with that. Once again, let me re-emphasize. The host, Debbie Daly, never preempted any attack on any black person whatsoever. The character DJ Bad Guy is a bad guy, hence the name. And I want to talk about that program real quick. It's coming back. Obviously, we said that before. It's called The Evil Show, as it always has.
If I took Guy Shea's bad guy character serious, do you think I would even be talking to him? Did you hear what he did to me about 3 weeks ago? His character did to me. It was brutal, but it's radio. It doesn't mean anything. He doesn't really know me. It's fake. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not reality. It's fantasy. Now, I have never done, well, I take that back. I've done some characters on my show before. I did a character for a long time on Blog Talk Radio called Carol from Blog Talk Radio. And I did Fufu Latouche. And I was that character. I mean, and she was horrible. Now, the character I do with the voice Grandma, she's pretty horrible. She'll tell people to shut up and fuck, she's horrible. Is it something down inside of us? I don't know. I'm not going to try to be a dime store psychologist here on the show. Yeah, I did on Blog Talk Radio. I did a character named Carol a lot. I did a lot of Carol from Blog Talk Radio. She would come on and she would say, "This is Carol from Blog Talk Radio." And what it was is I did what some people do in radio. I preempted a troll. I trolled myself. I would talk about how I couldn't stand myself, how I was this. I mean, I would say Debbie this and Debbie that. And I was real fake, and I would say, I would be like, I would take a call from Alan Levy, and I would say, "Yes, Mr. Levy." I was his secretary. And I would say, I have you down for golf at 1, then lunch, and then go to the bank. Right. And it was really insulted. Well, I found out through Shannon Dingy that Alan Levy had been played some Carol shows, some Carol drops, and he loved it. Carol was invited to talk on other shows. I think I have some Carol. I don't know. I think I have some Fufu Latouche on here. Fufu Latouche was a character that I got from my father when he used to tell me, "Debbie, one of these days," he'd say, "I'm going to go live in the Baja Peninsula, and I'm going to have a housekeeper named Fufu Latouche, and I'm going to live out my life down there." So, yeah, funny stuff. I used to have a lot of fun with Foo, and could probably still do some Foo, but I just don't for some reason. I deleted all of my stuff off of this computer one day because it was so packed full of everything on here. And I just went crazy and deleted everything. But I thought I had some Fufu on here. Some old funny Fufu Latouche. She was kind of funny. I don't know what I did with it. I don't think I have anything on here that's Foo. I don't think I have any Carol either from Blog Talk Radio. Let me see if I do. Maybe I do. I don't know. Let me take a look and see if I do. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That's a character. You know what I'm saying? A character. Let's see what we got here. Do. Huh. Mr. Solutions goes head-to-head with Debbie from June 30th of 2012. Huh. Interesting. Nature Boy, watch your mouth, the power of words. Real talk, real answers, real people. Do-do-do-do, do-do, 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 do-do. I'm having trouble getting my iTunes to work lately. Something's wrong with it. Proof that trolls can be psychopaths. My favorite things. Debbie rants about kids and marriage and calls out ghosts. A few of my favorite things. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, there's so much on here. Let's see. Debbie gets grilled by Jerry. New callers, Florida shooting. Natal charts. Nightly with Debbie Daly. Debbie interviews her uncle. Bathtub girl gets caught lying on the equinox. BTR's Got Talent. Find out what's keeping you from greatness. What happens after we die. Find line between love and hate. Shaping up to be a good one. A fun show with lots of guests. A music show with Steve. Ouch. Free readings. Debi After Dark. Oh, I don't know. Those pesky darn trolls. After Dark with Jake. A caller that stirs up a storm. Debi plays host to FRD. Rapture Explained by Goose. Oh, and then it says Jesus. I know I had some Carol on here. I don't remember what I did with it. It's probably not even on here, like noted that it was Carol from Blog Talk Radio. How I took down a school district. Shooting at our office. Several internet bad guys call up for a chat. Strange Voices. Debi After Dark. Debi After Dark was one of everybody's favorite shows on there. We used to pack them in on that one. A show without a switchboard. Dr. Debi Late at Night. Debi After Dark, one for the books. January of 2011. Let's see what this is. January of 2011. Wait, welcome to my new co-host, Foxy. Maybe this one's got foo-foo on it. I don't know. It's just sort of a roll of the dice. Let me see if I can get this to open in QuickTime. Maybe it'll play better in QuickTime. Let me drag it over to QuickTime and play it in QuickTime because iTunes is acting wanky. QuickTime. Let's see if it's going to open in QuickTime. I'm so tired tonight again. I know I got to take my Synthroid, but I took it this morning.
Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, it did open in QuickTime.
There's a room full of people in here, and you want to talk about diva. I am actually sitting here. How do these work, Victor? I actually am sitting here getting my hair dyed while I'm talking to you people. And hold on, scream at Victor. Victor, how do these headphones work? Have you ever seen anything like these? But which way is the sound? Oh, here it is. Okay, I think, well, wait a minute. So stupid. No. Oh, wait a minute. It could have if I turn up the freaking headphones, you buffoon. Okay. Now, one of my girlfriends is here, and she's really, really a cool girl, and she's really, really pretty. She's like really, really, really pretty. Isn't it obvious I got a man? And what a bitch. See, when I say something tacky, I call myself a bitch. What a bitch. Somebody is on my account, and I don't know who it is. Somebody's signed in as my co-host. How do you find that out if you don't know who it is? Do I sound too like Steve Ogle? Let me make an adjustment. Hang on just 1 second, Lovebird. Just 1 second. I got to make an adjustment on my sound. I sound too trebly. Does this sound any... Ooh, that sounds even worse. Hi, Daddy, it's Steve. I know Jake's cracking up. If he was listening, but... Oh, darling, turn that off. Turn that off. Thank you. Hang on just a second. I've got to get some goddamn bass on my voice. There, that's better. Okay.
Why am I listening to this? This is nothing.
Mm-hmm. I've known Oro Tongo for 22 years. Is that these guys camp out around my house and tap...
Oh, that's right. This was so cool. Wait a minute. Let me go back and show you what was happening over here. Watch. This is neat.
To help some dwarves get back their gold was stolen by
Go forward.
This one, damn it. I knew I should have had this ready, and I didn't have it
This
ready.
is really cool. Listen.
But we got to this one part, and Victor goes, Jesus Christ, I can even hear that, and he doesn't hear anything on them. Okay, here we go. Maybe this is it. The maid's little basket. The maid's little basket. Stephen goes, where's the maid's little basket? And I said, the maid's little basket? That was me. Maybe it was right here. This one.
Way back.
Maybe it's right here. I don't know. I can't find it. I'll find it in a minute. This right here, they say awesome, but you can't hear it very loud.
I heard that.
They say, I'll turn it up real loud. Listen. Awesome. Hold on. And this is the one where they say, Victor, I can't find those things where they say those words. I lost them. Damn, I'm going to find it if it hair lifts the governor.
End of message. Delete. Press 7. Save. Press 9. More options. Press 0.
See, we had it whenever you leave a message, they'll talk. They'll try to leave like the message with you and stuff, and that's how we capture them. Let me see if this is them. Just be patient. Hold on. There it is. Okay, this one is one. Listen to him. This is a hacker saying "Merry Christmas, bitch." Okay. Can you hear him?
Yep.
This is so cool. We had these, at one point we were being, I don't know what, investigated. We don't know what it was. But there were these people that were camping around. You know, we lived kind of sort of quasi in the country. And there was 72 acres behind our house. And we found where there were some people out there that had the ability to tap into the Wi-Fi that we had. Well, just listen to how I tell the story. Watch.
That is somebody. That's not. I'm not talking to anybody, people. This is just dead air on my cell phone, and these are hackers that are talking over the cell phone. And right here.
Can you slow that one down a little bit?
Okay. Where was it? Oops. I think it's this one. I'll slow it down. Okay. You ready?
No, too much.
Merry Christmas, bitch. Merry Christmas, bitch. Now, listen to what he says before that. Listen to this one. I forgot what that says. It says
something to my name.
If you're needing. Sound like if you're needing.
No, this is where he says they're going to eat. We were being, I thought you said you were going to bed.
I am in bed right now.
I just now saw, I'm tracking the show on my iPhone, and it says TRS is objective, and then you say, are you the only one in my chat room on Spreaker?
I was. I'm not in the chat room anymore. And Bad Beasley's on there.
Okay. Oh, he is? Who's Jimmy Reason? Is that him?
No. Bad Beasley, and then I guess it was Jimmy Reason. But I wanted to say that I think Madam Warbass and Mr. Solution would have a great show together. And if you've ever heard them both of them together, it is, for me anyway, great hilarity.
Oh, I expect Mr. Solution to probably never speak to me again because he's like that. Beasley's called me 2 times tonight, but I haven't taken his call because he hurts my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I don't want to listen to him lie and stuff like that because I'm telling the truth about everybody tonight. I mean, Guy Shea came out and he confessed that he had nothing to do with that bullshit that went down. And it's just all a bunch of crap. It's all it is. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, I'm just, I'm in the Betty Bye and just, talking till I kind of fall asleep.
It's early.
But I was listening to the show. And Guy Shea show was really good this evening.
He was playing my show mostly.
Yeah, he was. But yeah, his commentating was good, and and listening to that show again in pieces was very good.
Good. I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad he set the record straight because I had nothing to do with that. And Ru, do you remember how everybody jumped on that? Goofy jumped on it. Todd Morris jumped on it. TRS went crazy with it.
Yeah, TRS. But the thing is, the difference between Goofy and Todd Morris is TRS actually, they believe, their BS, and they believe that they're offended. They can't wait to be offended. They love it. That's how they get their rocks off.
It's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. It's insanity. It's the only definition of insanity. Steve did a show about it the other day, and he made a whole hell lot of sense. I was going to play some of that for everybody tonight, too.
About Mr. Solution?
Yeah, about all of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it would be interesting to hear his take. And Kevin was listening to... Kevin was on the Guy Shea show, and he made a few comments, and then I guess he listened to my show and was surreal. Amen.
Well, I played your show last night, remember?
Yeah.
I played it from start to finish.
Well, like I said, I think Mr. Solution really got winged, and I didn't really confront it until I talked to him, and I was like, man, this guy hasn't changed, and he's very deflective, as Beasley said. Beasley have a mean streak in him too.
Oh, absolutely.
And like I said, they both like to, I guess, have their jollies, putting people on the spot. And
I have 25 lurkers in my chat room that aren't talking. Y'all talk. Don't have to sit there and hide. Say something. Okay, I'm not in the mood for old shows tonight. Good night. Get lost. I think I'm going to ban him. I can't stand that Jimmy Reason. I don't know who that mullet is, but I can't stand him. Get out of there. Stay gone. We don't want you around. You're just a bunch of bullshit hater. All right. You got to go to bed at 5 a.m.? Or you got to go to work at 5?
Yeah, I got to get up at 5 a.m. So, yeah, I'll let you go.
All right. Well, keep listening. I'm going to keep talking about it for a while.
I'll listen to the replay and maybe make a few comments on there.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Good talking to you, Deb.
You too, baby. Talk to you later. Get some sleep. Good night. Mr. Midnight Floobies. And back to what I was talking about, which was... Okay, I'll open up the lines at 214-444-5488 if anybody wants to call in and take me on. Tell me I'm wrong. Don't just be a chat room warrior. There's 25 of you in there right now with only one person talking. Shy, shy, shy. You're too shy, shy. All right, where were we? We were listening to something. Oh, this is pretty interesting to me anyway. This is good. This gets kind of interesting. They're going to eat. They're going to eat. We were being followed by investigators, and we had the ability to pick up their transmissions.
My name is Rick Footer.
Just going to Eaton or something like that. What I hear is what they tell me at the Bureau is that these guys camp out around my house and tap into shit. Feature goes, oh my God, it's black. Is it black? No. Should I look in the mirror?
Well, no, it looks black.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Latest color. Oh my God, I'll die. There's one where they say Las Vegas. Check this shit out, I swear. Listen, I think it's this one right here. And this is when we're just sitting there just on dead silent. I think this is the one right here that says Las Vegas. Hold on right here. No, I don't know. Fuck. Hold on. I think it's this one. I'm looking at a whole long... Or I don't know if I'm looking at it. It's Audacity. I'm looking at all these things.
Yep.
It's Debbie in the Bay.
Huh?
Does that say that?
No, he says it was Debbie the other day because we later went over them and we found out what they said.
You?
Say, do it again.
There's Debbie in the Bay. I was outside all day.
There's Debbie in the Bay.
There's Debbie in the Bay.
Debbie in the Bay.
Hey, that's not me or
that's why.
It's Debbie at the bar, it sounds like.
Debbie at the bar? Oh, well, you could be right. Okay, here comes the next one. She is just a babe. What?
No, do it again.
Y'all can hear it better.
No, it's
than
Skype.
y'all are
Something about
on.
Skype.
You know, I always tell you stuff on-
She broadcasts through Skype.
She was just in Skype. No?
You almost have to split that one up.
Well, it's one sentence.
It's two. No, it's two different sounds though.
Okay.
See?
Here we go. All right, I'm going to do just the second part. Ready?
She broadcasts through Skype, is what he's saying.
What do y'all
Get
hear?
what you see.
Do what?
Get what you see. Get what you see.
Okay, here's the next one. Wait till you hear this one. Here it comes.
It's like if you're needing.
Now, I'll let you hear what it sounds like when they're not transmitting. That's called transmitting, supposedly. And this is what it sounds like when they're not transmitting. I'll let you the whole file. A lot of it sounds like scratchy noise, but here it goes, okay? And on 1, 3, 2, 1. Now they're transmitting. Is he talking to Vic? Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, Vic. This is when they use my cell phone right here as a room monitor. I don't know if you know that they can do that. They can actually turn on this phone and use it. Now, this is me asking Victor, where's the baby monitor? Okay, we're just in here having a discussion. Now, they turned it on. There's Vic.
What happened?
The baby was crying. I go, what happened?
I'll call you back now.
Okay, there's another.
Oh, Mama, what's the line? Shut up.
Here they come right here. Listen.
I'm back.
Did you hear that? That is wicked weird. That is so weird. And I just knew that they were hacking me because I could hear it when I was trying to call my daughter. I was going, who is this making this noise? I keep hearing these people. And that's what we picked up. Now, y'all don't tell me that I am not hacked and targeted and all that bullshit like that. These people come on my home front, people. This isn't just BTR. I mean, this is weird shit, okay? Would you agree or not or what?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Well, I would say it's freaky, but we got Freak Mushroom in the room, so.
Well, nobody's as smart as Freaky Mushroom. He's the king of all smart people. I've just been handed a new one. Here's a new one.
It sounds really weird, is what it sounds like. Really good word.
Isn't it wild? That's the noise it gets when they're doing that transmission. Then it gets really loud right here. I'll turn it down.
Victor had hired one of his bounty hunters he's a pretty well-known private investigator throughout North Texas to come over during a couple of hours when I was on Blog Talk Radio, and he sat in the breakfast area, and he had a briefcase, kind of a really thick silver briefcase. He had three of them actually. And when he opened them up, he had equipment in there that he would plug into this and plug into that. And he took and he plugged in to our modem, and he had my cell phone out there, and he was plugged into that, and he would record all of this interference that was coming over. And it was really bizarre at the time. And then we learned that they can actually do this through some software. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. I just ran into this because let me see if I can find it and show y'all what this was going on. Let me see. Hold on just a second. Where is it? Okay, let me see. Hold on. I'm looking for something. Here we go. Da, 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 da. What did I do with it? Where is it? I used to have it on here a long time ago. I forgot. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. See if we can find it this way. Where is it? I forgot where it's at. Well, crud. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I don't know where it's at. Anyway, next. There used to be a person that was on the internet that talked all about it, and it was kind of interesting. And the thing about it is it sounds just exactly like what I'm talking about. The recordings that they play sound exactly like what I'm talking about here. Let me see if I can find it. I'm over here now at another place. Hold on. All right, there we go. We'll see if we can find it now. I don't know where it's at. I don't see it anymore. But they found out that if you had an iPhone, that it was pretty easy to do. And for some reason, somebody just was messing with me pretty bad. And then they started messing with Victor. But anyway, I don't know where it is. It was a really neat recording that this guy made, an audio recording. I'll see if I can find it while this is playing. I'll go ahead and hit play again. Hang on just a second. Let me hit play one more time.
Oh, that's my cell phone ringing. That's when Jake called me. Jake, listen. They're listening in on my cell phone, and Jake calls me. Okay, watch. Isn't that wild? It rings again, I think, right here.
Jeez.
It says it's a call from that guy, Jacob, because on my phone...
Okay, I found it.
On my phone, it reads, incoming call.
Yeah, you can even hear my cell phone ring through my cell phone microphone. It's really weird. Listen to this. Here it is. This is what I was looking for.
After 4 months of harassing phone calls, Heather and Courtney Kuykendall were afraid to answer their cell phones.
You are so dead.
The graphic, violent threats came at all hours, forcing the family to change their cell phone numbers. But even that didn't work.
I will kill you.
They said they were going, to rape her.
The Kuykendalls were featured on NBC's Today Show after anonymous stalkers literally took control of the family's cell phones and began following their every move.
Text to landline message. We are going to start coming every night. You just might not know when. We're looking at you.
They're listening to us and recording us. We know that because they will record us and play it back as a voicemail.
So how is this possible? Just take a look at the internet. That's where you'll find the latest spy technology for cell phones. Marketers claim you can tap into someone's calls, read their text messages, and track their movements anywhere, anytime. They say you can catch a cheating spouse, protect your children, and hear what your boss is saying about you. And they'll never know, because it's supposed to be completely invisible, with absolutely no trace.
This stuff's pretty creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
Rick Mislin is a former military intelligence officer who now runs the cyber forensics lab at Purdue University. He's examined thousands of cell phones and says spy software can now make even the most high-tech phone vulnerable.
I think a lot of people think their cell phone calls are very secure. Our privacy isn't always what we think it is.
And you don't have to take his word for it. Just ask Cindy Hebert.
Here's an update from Rich's airport script.
Cindy is a producer at Channel 13, and with her permission, I've installed spy software onto her cell phone.
Hi, it's me. What are you doing?
While Cindy's at home making phone calls to her family.
Have you guys thought any more about
coming through here to Indianapolis to Florida? Yeah, it'll be a long time.
I'm outside on my cell phone listening to the whole conversation.
Okay. Whenever you make it through, we'll be here.
And there's more. Every time Cindy makes or receives a call,
Eyewitness News, this is Cindy.
My cell phone lets me know. It's a text message telling me she's on the phone so I can call in and listen. On my computer, I also get a copy of her text messages. I can see the phone numbers of all her incoming and outgoing calls, and no matter where Cindy is with her cell phone, I get constant satellite updates on her location. I can literally track Cindy anywhere she goes. And I'm just getting started. Take a look at this.
Especially if she's already, thin and little.
Cindy doesn't even have to be using her cell phone for me to hear what she's doing. Even if her cell phone is just sitting on a table or attached to her purse, I can activate the speaker on that phone and secretly listen in.
So what are the rules for listening in?
That means while Cindy is meeting with our station attorney up on the 36th floor of that downtown building...
And does their intent matter?
I can hear their conversation even though I'm 4 miles away. I'm eavesdropping on them from the city's north side. And I can hear every word.
Yeah, as long as you can do all those kind of things, you can use that as evidence.
Doing this without someone's permission is illegal, but it's still happening.
The technology is there. It's been there for a long time. It's accessible. It's done all the time.
Tim Wilcox is a private investigator in Indianapolis. He says people really are using cell phone spy programs, and every day he gets letters and emails from those needing help.
There's only 2 people. One wants to bug somebody, and the other has been bugged and is worried about how it's being done and how to find out and how to stop it.
The harassment did stop for the Kuykendalls, but only after they brought in police and the FBI. While authorities never figured out who hijacked the family's cell phones, security experts say the case serves as a powerful lesson for the rest of us.
Your privacy isn't your privacy. It is exposed. It is exploited.
Yeah, that's what I just worry about there.
So, how can you protect yourself? Well, for starters, don't just leave your cell phone lying around where anyone can get to it. Install a password on here to prevent others from accessing your phone. And when you're not using it, go ahead and turn it off and actually take out the battery. We've got more tips for you at WTHR.com. I'm Bob Siegel, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
So what did we learn? We learned, it's capable for them to do it, and they were doing it. There was no other explanation. We were like, what is these noises? And then we started hearing phrases coming out of it. And this was coming off of Big Mike, who was recording it. He was actually there that night that I'm talking about. that I'm talking on the show. He was actually in the breakfast room doing a recording of the podcast, and he had my cell phone. So I think this stuff is just really interesting. You wouldn't believe what I've been through as far as internet stalking. I have been through hell with internet stalking and problems, and it's just made me all the stronger and all the better for it, because I know now what to do, what not to do. I know how to handle it, how not to handle it, what to say, what not to say. I mean, I've been through pretty much everything that you can go through as far as internet bullshit stalking goes. And I know why they do it. And, I've learned pretty much everything about it. So there you go.
From Jacob. I put Jacob. And it sounds like one of the guys says it's an incoming call from Jacob. Listen. It says incoming call Jacob. Is that what this sounds like to y'all?
Yeah.
Sounds like one of the guys goes, incoming call from Jacob.
So can they listen to the conversation?
Now, this is weird, and I've still got them here on my phone, but I put them in Audacity just so I can move around in them better, but they're still there. Blah, 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 blah.
So can they listen to the phone conversations?
Uh-huh. They're listening right now, more than likely, because this thing that they gave me at the Bureau actually will let me know when... Hey, hear this? They're listening. And when they're transmitting, it goes nuts.
What's that noise coming from?
It's coming from this little handheld device that they gave me. It's red and black, and there's a button that says manual and auto. It's on auto. Let me move it around the room. I can usually pick them up. Listen. Here they go. Shh. Come on, guys. It did it. Hold on. Did you hear it go boo like that? Hold on. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Come on, guys. You're on the air. Do it. Make yourselves famous. Here it goes. When it goes beep, that means they're listening in. Isn't that wicked? Amy's freaking out. She's going, this is wild. This is real.
Sounds like somebody keying a mic.
That's what it sounds like. What did you say, Amy? She says that's what is that what Vic's doing there? I don't know. Is that what he's doing? Oh, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's in there monitoring it because we're really, on the weekends, it gets wicked around here. Yeah, it does sound, that's exactly what I told Vic. It sounds like somebody keying a mic. Come on, guys, you know you're listening. Key the mic again. So I'm chatting with Oro on Skype. Oh, that's when I was chatting with you on Skype. And I was bullshitting with Oro. I said, I've got the...
Okay. Victor wants me to play something, but my iTunes won't stay open. Anytime I open it, it automatically closes for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's shooting off mine.
No, it's not that. It's just, it crashes. I can't ever open it anymore. Watch it crash. Watch. 1, 2, it'll crash automatically. It'll crash any second. Here we go. Come on. It'll crash. Anytime I try to play something, it crashes. And it says, iTunes has crashed.
That's how mine. I tried to play something and it locked up, and now it's just spinning.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was trying to find that Bootsy, or not Bootsy, but the Alan Levy, whatever his name.
Right. Sorry. Victor's in here talking to us. Well, it's trying to open up. Are you sure that library's on in there?
Yeah, but it's just spinning.
It's just spinning? Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Death.
Okay. Well, anyway. Well, we thought it was open, but it's not open, so...
Maybe that's fine. I guess I'll have to shut it down and reboot it or whatever.
Yeah, you have to do that to it. Okay, so anyway, that's about it, I guess. I don't have anything else to talk about. You know, that's all I was going to talk about is DJ Guy Shay's right. I had nothing to do with that crap, and everybody made a big stink about it, and I had set him up and set up Mr. Solution. I'm sure Mr. Solution is mad again, and that's fine. I don't care. Somebody's always mad at me. Why not Mr. Solution? He's been mad at me before. He'll be mad at me again. For no reason at all. I did nothing. I'm just talking the truth here, telling the truth about what goes on. And I do not like Brown Beasley. I think there's something wrong with him. I don't know what it is, but I think there's something wrong with him. He's not normal to me. Somebody that acts like he does, just whatever. I don't know. Too weird for me. But let me see if I can find what I'm talking about. A Fufu Latouche. I thought I had a Fufu Latouche on here, but I don't have any. I guess I deleted everything off the damn thing. I have nothing. I have nothing. I don't know. I thought I did. I guess I don't. But, oh well. So much for that idea. But, yeah, so that's about all I have. Oh, I was going to tell you what Steve said the other day about it. Steve made a lot of sense on his show. A lot of sense. He was talking about the problems that we were having on the show that night. Steve and I were having a blast. Steve and I, that's what we do. That's why I love broadcasting with Steve, because we just have a ball. Now we're up to over 30 lurkers in there. We have a lot of fun, Steve and I do. We do this stupid thing called Radio K-Suck. We were sitting here doing just a normal, fun show, and we got brought down by the race stuff. Here it is. We are ready.
Ready, I'm going to pick up 5.
Thank you. We're now going to try to go live. Radio K-Suck, are you there? Are you on the line?
This is K-Suck out of Chi-Town. What's going on, kid?
We're going to go ahead and turn it over to you. I'm Debbie Daly. It's been nice to meet you. Is this Steve? What do you call yourself? Steve Rush?
Getty Lee's mother.
Getty Lee's brother?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here. This is Betty Lee.
Okay, so it starts out epic.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to go ahead. If you're ready to go live.
I think we should pull the chain on this thing and see what happens. Hey!
I knew it. I knew you were going to do that. You idiot.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you got a Roman candle, you got to light that bitch.
And now.
Hey!
I mean, excuse me. I didn't mean to say that.
You're such a pro.
Which one do you put on?
Thank you, buddy.
Wait.
Thank you very much. Wait, Debbie.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to give you the happiest moment of your life.
What's that?
Okay, because we haven't done this in one. Not you. You're not part of this.
Oh, go ahead.
You will be. You will be in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hit your record, because Debbie Daly right now is going to talk to the Colonel. She is Elvis Presley. Ready? Debbie, 3, 2, 1.
Hold on, this is my mic here. This is my mug.
Oh, what happened to you?
What's going on, baby? It's me, Elvis.
All right. Well, Elvis, I remember Debbie's Elvis.
The thing that makes me and Steve so stupid is we're trying to do some pre-programmed, produced show live, and it's just so funny to watch it fail. That's what we're laughing at. We're laughing at the failure of it.
Thank you very much. This is too low, isn't it? Hold on.
That was too low, wasn't it?
It was nice. I like your Elvis.
And so in reality, you're sort of listening to people trying to produce a comedy show. It's really that stupid.
Well, I came above the radio station over here, Steve, to say hi to everybody. Thank you.
Elvis, is there anything we can get for you?
Yes, I'd like some pain pills and some, where's the General? Is it General? Is that the name? I forgot.
Well, he's in the other room. I want to know if you...
General, give me some pain pills, some Vicodin, and some Oxycontin, please. I got some pain over here in my heart.
Hold on there, King. I'll be right with you. I'm busy making chicken.
This fucking sucks.
I'm doing all I can, King. Just talk to people. Do the interview, man. Do the interview. God bless it.
We suck. We're horrible.
So?
Hold on. Clarence is in the building. Hold on. Get Clarence over here. No, you move him here. Thank you. All right.
Ow, he stepped on my fucking foot.
I know, he's kind of fat and old. But
Come on, Clarence.
hold on.
Dude. Or steel toes around you.
Give me the microphone. I'm here to sing Patches.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This, the nice little reverb on the voice. We're going to play a song for you. Hope you kids like this one. This is brand new, right off the presses. This is on the billboard right now. Here it is, Patches. Play it.
Thank you, Steve. I got to get my band ready. Can we plug in over there? Let's get us all plugged
Well,
in.
line 6 is ready, but you could try line 7 because that'll give you a nice little zap. Get some energy in you.
Okay.
So, all right.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, shit.
I was born and raised down in Alabama.
What the fuck is that?
Another epic fail brought to you by Steve and Debbie.
This is what happens when you don't do any planning.
And the fucking funniest thing is, Debbie, is that me and you brag about that. We never ever practice.
We do
we
not.
We never talk about a show. And this is what it sounds like.
Steve calls me at 10 till 10. You want to do a show? And I said, sure. What the fuck? We'll do it.
Let's do it.
Oh,
what do you want to talk about? She's like, goodbye, click. we never discussed that once.
You're cracking me up. Hold on.
Oh, you sound like a big man right there.
K-A-R-A-O-K-E karaoke.
Is that Blaine on steroids?
Is this the Blaine voice? Did I fuck up?
Yeah, it's Blaine.
It's me.
It's plain Blaine Jane. Like a
Steve,
mother.
It's me, Blaine. You want to hear my Patches? Okay.
Blaine, would you play Patches for us, please?
Oh, sorry. Now, when I was a little boy, everybody, it's more reverb. General, give some Oxycontin, please. Am I supposed to be singing right here? Okay.
Right now.
The fuck?
You missed the whole first verse.
I know.
Can we start over again, please, everybody? Everybody calm
In
down.
the studio, can re-reel that.
You know, this is so unprofessional. Get the band out of the way. God, the drummer's fixing to hit me.
Ow!
Okay.
He threw a stick at me. He's pissed.
You're supposed to keep those. Okay, now.
That's Pro Mark 747.
Fuck. Here we go with...
All right.
It's actually Blaine doing it, but we're going to do...
Blaine singing Patches here on K-Suck, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoy it. Blaine, whenever you're ready, I'm going to let these people, these fine folks at home, let them know. And here we go.
Way back on Love of the Woods, I was so ragged that folks used to call me Patches. I didn't mind because Papa did all he could. My Papa was a great old man. I could see him with a shovel in his hand. See, education he never had. He did wonders when the times got bad. We didn't measure in the past, hey. Same to say, well, life had kicked him down to the ground when he tried to get up. Life would kick him back down. So I don't know what my mama said, but I know that she could give some head. Patches. Wow. On your son. Stop. Cut.
I didn't realize, Blaine, your mother was a whore.
You just say what I think I said.
Yeah, you did. And the world heard it.
The world
Not that, hey, there's nothing like making memories for the grandkids.
Oh, shut up. That was actually I've got a little, the computer that Blaine is on is a little, there's some latency there. Latency,
yeah.
Latency, yes. Actually, there is some latency there. But if I take the headphones off, I think I'd be better off. But there's no words. I'm just making this up. It's karaoke. There's nothing there. It just says Patches.
There's no lyric. You didn't get one with lyrics? Why don't you do that?
I promise you, I did not.
Oh, I mean, I could hear that because I know Blowjob wasn't in the original version.
I don't even know how I worked. I don't know how I worked that in there, but I did.
Oh, it worked. See, phonetically, it sounded proper. So you did it right. You kept it going.
You're like
a little choo-choo that could.
I think I can. I thought I could.
Whatever.
God, that was so funny when you were doing that impression of that You know the bird. The bird. What's his name? His name is Bucky. Bucky.
I don't know.
Yeah, Bucky Beaver or something. No, it's not Bucky Beaver. It's
No, he's not a beaver at all. In fact,
no,
he's a bird.
He's a bird. He's a freaking boyd. He's a boyd.
He's a boyd. Everybody knows he's a boyd. What is
that
the word? The bird is the word. Ask Peter.
Bird, the bird.
And we hit a new low.
Oh, we have not begun. Who is Debi?
Oh, it's early. It's early. It's early. If you guys think we've hit the low, you know nothing of us.
We can get real low.
We can get low.
Way down low, where the supposed to blow. Yes, I'm here.
Did you hear that you were on my show today unknowingly?
I did not get a chance to listen.
That's fine.
I'm going to go listen to that right now in just a minute when we go to our first.
It's right in the beginning, so it's nothing to hear.
I'm trying to sign into the studio over here.
All right. Chicago K-Suck?
Yes, we're actually simulcasting with K-Suck tonight. K-Suck, are you still there?
We are here, Debbie, and we are proud to be part of this with you in Dallas.
Okay, sometimes we hit it, sometimes we miss. But anyway, you get the idea. Lines are open, people. Somebody call in and save me here. I'm dying, but I'm not ready to get off the air because I'm not ready to. I don't know. I'm not ready to go to bed yet, and we're just still playing on the radio. Victor's in there doing some stuff. Do you have it going in there, producer? Fail producer? You know, one of these days I'm going to do a produced show for you guys, and you're not going to believe it's me. It could be that good. I'm dead serious. I could do a produced show. I just don't. I just never have done it. Is it set up?
It's back on.
It's back on? I tried to download iTunes. That's why I was taking so long. A new iTunes, because mine just crashes for some reason. I don't know what happened. I'll try it again. iTunes. It's probably going to crash, but we'll see. I don't know what happened to my iTunesies. Okay, now it's open. Now let me see if I can pick up the other computer. Nope, it's not picking it up. There it is. Wait, there it is. My papa was a great old man. What am I supposed to be playing now?
Rapper Jesus Christ.
Oh, nah, that's not funny to me. Well, it's just sitting here. It's not. That means it's fixing to crash again. Doink, 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 doink. Nothing.
Well.
Sorry, I tried. Yeah, it's locked up. Oh, well, screw that idea. Okay, back to where we were. All right. Now, Steve and I did a show that was pretty funny called, I call them Your Daily Rush, which is really silly, but, oh, I have so many things I'm going through right now in my head. Like, I was going to show you what Steve said about the racism bullshit. I was going to tell you this and tell you that. I just keep going around in circles here. But one of these days, I will pull a rabbit out of my hat again. What the hell was that? And I will see, I will show you what I can do as far as I just don't have the time because I've got my family over here and I work and I'm always busy doing something and I don't have time because that takes a lot of time to do it. Are you kidding me? When you do a pre-produced show, damn, it's hard. That's why people that do it, they have people that do it for them because you have to do sound clips and you put it together and it's, oh man, you have to edit it and re-edit it and re-edit it and re-edit it. It's a mess. Steve and I have done some funny shows. We've done some stuff where we have just gone crazy laughing and being crazy, but I'm having to look for it here on Spreaker and you have to just keep loading and loading and loading. Thank you for that, Alan. I saw that on my Skype. I get desktop notifications on Skype. That way, in case anybody calls me, I will know. Okay, again, the lines are open, everybody, at 214-444-5488. I'm going to kill Steve if he doesn't start doing shows with me. He will. You'll see. He will. He will steal. He'll do them. He was going to do one the other night, and we sort of I shouldn't have taken those calls that I took because, as you can see, it went from having fun to everybody all serious and fighting and talking about race and bullshit like that. And I don't like that. I do not like that at all. I don't like it. I can't stand that stuff. I run from that stuff. I hate drama. I hate that crap. But, we'll see. I think that shows should be Debbie and Steve Rush. I wonder what we did on this one. Debbie gets a surprise caller. All right, hold on, everybody. If it's boring, then don't listen. Just click off and do something else. Click off. Click off. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I'm trying to find a funny one that me and Steve did. Takes forever. You just have to keep scrolling down and down. There's no way to do this easier or faster. People show up when drama starts. Yeah, well, okay, hold on. Sunday night with Mr. Solution, the original Daily Rush K-Suck. This was pretty funny. I know I played it 100 times, but I'm just listening to something I feel like listening to. Here we go. This is pretty stupid, to be honest with you. We were crazy. We were crazy that night. Oh, hi there. You just caught me over here whistling a winter tune. And I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello. Goodbye. I'm late because I looked up about 15 till 10 and I went, ah! I had not made Victor's dinner. And
wrong this year. Well, I remember him saying someday.
One night at a bar called Stubbs in Lubbock. It's a really popular bar. It's still there. And there's these guys playing pool, and Uncle Paul bets, he's got a lot of money, and bets like $1,000 that they can beat these two hustlers playing with an onion as the cue ball.
Nice.
And this is the story of it. It's real short, but he wrote it and he put it on his album. His name's Tom T. Hall. And listen to him say Paul.
The Great East Broadway Onion Championship of 1978.
Okay, listen.
Now in Lubbock, Texas, the other night, drinking beer and about half tight, me and Paul and Jim and a guy named Al. We were drawing pictures and writing songs, sitting there talking for too long. Paul said we ought to move this party over to Stubbs. The smoke was hanging low and thick, and the guitar man was hunting licks, and Joe Ely was in the back room shooting pool. Now we all went back there to check it out, and Joe said, well, now shut my mouth. I heard the old storyteller knows how to handle a stick. I said, I've had chalk on better clothes, and you all know how that stuff goes. Pretty soon we shooting pool and just raising hell. The Great East Broadway Onion Championship of
98. You know what?
They're all asking for you. You've heard the song Teddy Bear, right?
Teddy Bear.
Yeah. Just type in Teddy Bear.
This is going to be bad, I can tell.
This is like the sad... No, this is... If you've never heard it, it is like one of the saddest songs ever written. In fact, I think it was ranked the saddest song ever made.
Teddy Bear.
It's a old country song called Teddy Bear. And I
Truck Driver?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's another one that's like... There's a real teddy bear. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good story.
Oh, hell. By Red Sovine. Plunky plunk plunk. Daddy would call this plunky plunk.
It is plunky plunk.
I was on the outskirts of a little southern town, trying to reach my destination before the sun went down. The old CB was blaring away on Channel 19 when there came a little boy's voice on the radio line. And he said, Breaker 19, is anyone there? Come on back, truckers, and talk to Teddy Bear. Well, I keyed the mic and I said, you got it, Teddy Bear.
I'm not going to say.
And the little boy's voice came back on the air. Oh, my God. Appreciate the break. Who we got on that end? I told him my handle, and then he began. Now, I'm not supposed to bother you fellas out there. Mom says you're busy and for me to stay off there. But you see, I get lonely and it helps to talk. 'Cause that's about all I can do. I'm crippled and I can't walk.
Oh, shit. Are you kidding me?
I came back and told him to fire up that mic. And I'd talk to him as long as he liked.
Does the trucker run over the dog?
This was my dad's radio, the little boy said.
Let me guess.
But I guess it's mine and Mom's now. Because my daddy's dead.
Oh, my God.
Dad had a wreck about a month ago.
No.
He was trying to get home in a blinding snow.
No.
Mom has to work now to make ends meet. And I'm not much help with my 2 crippled feet. She says not to worry, that we'll make it all right. But I hear her crying sometimes late at night.
Fuck. Are you kidding?
You know, there's one thing I want
gotta show
more
this to
than
Steven.
anything else to see. Oh, I know you guys are too busy to bother with me. But you
Who
see,
said
my
to
dad
play
used to take me for rides when
Mr.
he was
Midnight
home.
Movie? Did he say that?
But I guess it's all over now since my daddy's gone.
My 2 crippled
Not
feet.
one breaker came on the old CB
Oh, I can't breathe.
as that little crippled boy talked with me. I tried hard to swallow a lump that just wouldn't stay down. As I thought about my boy back in Greenville town. Dad was going to take Mom and me with him later on this year. Well, I remember him saying, someday this old truck will be yours, Teddy Bear.
Sorry.
But I know I'll never get to ride an 18-wheeler again. But this old base will keep me in touch with all my trucker friends. Teddy Bear's going to back on out now and leave you alone, because it's about time for Mom to come home.
She'll bust my ass with the
You
ice
give me a
cream
shot
shop.
when you're passing through.
I'm sorry, I'll go on mute.
I'll sure be happy to come back to you. Well, I came back and I said, before you go, 1010, what's your home 20, little CB friend? Well, he gave me his address and I didn't once hesitate. Because this hot load of freight is just...
Was it one of
gonna
those
have
pedo setups where they've got the guy in the other room?
and headed straight for Jackson Street, 229. And as I rounded
He
the
doxed
corner,
him.
oh, I got one heck of a shock. 18-wheelers were lined up for 3 city blocks. Well, I guess every driver from miles
Wanting to pop at that
around
little
caught Teddy Bear's
I'm
call.
sorry.
And that little crippled boy was having a ball. For as fast as one driver would carry him in, another would carry him to his truck and take off again. Well, you better believe I took my turn at riding Teddy Bear. And then I carried him back in and put him down in his chair.
I knew it.
And buddy, if I never live to see happiness again, I want you to know I saw it that day in the face of that little man. We took up a collection for him before his mom got
Reminds me
home.
of Jet and those boots.
Each driver said goodbye, and then they were all gone. He shook my hand with a mile-long grin and said, "So long, trucker. I'll catch you again." Well, I hit that interstate with tears in my eyes.
This is Oro.
I turned on the radio and I got another surprise.
I can hear you, Steve.
Breaker 19 came a voice on the air. Just one word of thanks from Mama Teddy Bear.
Mama Teddy Bear.
We wish each and every one a special prayer for you, 'cause you just made my little boy's dream come true. I'll sign off now before I start to cry. May God ride with you. 10-4. And goodbye.
So he didn't die then. Oh, thank God. I was going to say, shit.
Everything but die.
Oh, my gosh. That would have been really bad.
When that starts out and you hear this calamity of a story, it's like, wow. I remember hearing that when I was a kid, and I was like, could it get any worse than this? And then it turns into this happy story where this kid's dream comes true and it gets to ride with all
Wait
the
a minute.
truckers.
I know where one just gets fucking worse. I used to play it all the time on my show. You're going to remember
You
this
lost
one.
your mind. Wait till you hear the playback of you and Nick during that sad song.
Wait a minute.
Slayer 454 was out there like wanting you to play it, and he's like,
Oh,
"Dad, give it a
I'm
chance."
sorry. Now wait till you hear this one. This one just goes from bad to freaking worse and worse and worse. I used to play this all the time on my show when I had another show. You're going to remember this one, Charles. That's his name. His name is Clarence. This is Clarence Carter playing Patches.
Debi, all Patches.
I was born and raised down in Alabama on a farm way back up in the woods. I was so ragged that folks used to call me Patches. Papa used to tease me about it, cause deep down inside he was hurt cause he'd done all he could.
My papa was a great old man. seen with a shovel in his hand. See, education he never had.
He did wonders when the
Sorry.
times got bad. The little money from the crops he raised better pays the bills we made. Old life
Had kicked him down in the ground when he tried to get up. Life would kick him back down. Just watch, it gets worse.
I know. He said, Patches, I'm depending on your son to pull the family through. My son, it's all left up to you. 2 days later, Papa passed away, and I became a man that
yeah,
day.
it's gonna get worse too.
Well, I told Mama I was gonna quit school, but she said that was Daddy's strictest rule.
So I called up my drug dealing friends. I said, help a brother out, and now I'm selling meth on the street, and I got some chains, and I just can't beat. Oh, where I went to go, and Mama said, with tears in his eyes on his dying bed, he said, Patches. I choked up over here. I was cracking up so much. Now, you think it's going to be fine, it's fixing to get worse.
Okay, that was probably racist. So I guess I'm racist, right? So that's the end. No, I'm joking. Who says Patches is black? That's what I want to know. Patches can be anybody. Patches could be Joey, my friend, my ex-friend that's now not around anymore. And Joey went from bad to worse and became a meth dealer on the streets and a drug dealer on the streets and ended up going to prison and ended up catching AIDS and ended up passing away at a very early age, and it was very heartbreaking. And you just can't... Well, let's go back to finishing up here because I'm supposed to go somewhere at 12:30 with Victor, but let's finish talking about race and what I believe it takes to be a racist. I believe that to be considered racist, you have to really, really hate a race of people. And what just kills me about those people over at that other show is I believe in my heart that they're racist. And the reason I say that is they hate whites. They call us the devil. They would call, if you're white, they would call you the devil. That's racist by its own definition. Okay, I don't care. They want to think that they're immune. They're not immune. They want to think they're immune, but they're not because of the color of their skin. Just because if you're going to call people racist, you can't just say that white people are racist or whatever. You can't do that. That's not fair. That's not true. And that's definitely being an idiot. Anybody can be racist. Now, if you're going to call somebody a racist, you cannot judge somebody being a racist just by something that they've said one time. You have to look at their actions, how they treat people, what they do in their own lives. And I have many people in my life that are all different skin colors in my real life, in my life over here in the real world, not on the internet. I also have people on the internet that are all different colors of skin, I guess if that's what you want to say. But you just can't do that. And I think that people want to hate and they want to bring down people like me. They want to act like they know me. They want to act like they can judge me. And that's fine. You know, I learned a long time ago, it's like anything. It just gets so old after a while you don't care anymore. But yes, I do believe that people that have black skin can be just as racist as anybody can, if not more. And I think that TRS proves that point because they are very hateful. They hate they hate me. They hate Mr. Midnight Movie. They hate they hate everybody that's white. And I think that right there, like I said, is being a racist. And a lot of people have talked about that topic before. And the reason I bring it up is it's just, it's kind of a hot topic right now on the show here. And, I hate talking about it. But, that is my washer. That's my washer. Here's a guy that I listened to one time talking about it, and he made a lot of sense. there's probably going to be a commercial because I'm on Safari. But he's talking about how he believes that blacks can be just as racist, if not more racist, than whites.
I'm your host, Doctor of Common Sense, E.T. Williams. Please visit the website at www.whateverhappenedtocommonsense.com. You know, I've come to a conclusion about blacks and their racism. Because I remember back, if you know anything about history, back in the days, even going back to slavery, how much white people just absolutely hated black people without a cause. They were hating black people even though they was getting free labor out of black people. They hated black people for no reason. You go all the way up into the Klansman days. They hated black people. Black people had not done anything to whites. They hated them. You look at the civil rights movement, the way they were sicking dogs on them, lynching black people for no apparent reason. The hate is just sickening when you watch it. I mean, I almost get ill. I get so pissed off when I watch the way that white racists hated blacks back then, and blacks had done anything to them but be black. But now we have a new kind of hatred. It's the way that black people hate white people. And I've paid attention to this over the years. In the last 4 years, I've always said this, but even before Barack Obama got in office, but it has just manifested itself. The type of hate, when you talk to blacks, the type of hate they have towards whites, for no reason, you ask them, has any white ever done you like this? The amount of hate they have for whites for no reason is unprecedented, is ungodly, it's sickening. And it reminds you of the day when the Klan hated black people. You talk to black people, you know, if you notice, I'm black. And see, most of the time, by them looking at me, they think that they can spit the same kind of cause as the ESPN journalist, so-called journalist, said on the other day. This is what he mean by this language. See, I'm talking to him, and we may be just shooting the breeze, talking about boxing or sports or something, and out of the clear blue sky, some kind of way whites and blacks get brought up, and their whole countenance of their face image changes. The kind of hate that they may spew off about whites. And I'll check them on it too. I'll say something like, now hold on, let me get this right. Now, you upset with this particular incident we're talking about, whites didn't have anything to do with it. You start bringing up slavery. You start bringing up how whites have wronged blacks in the past. I'm talking about this particular white person that you're talking about. Where's the hate coming from? You'll be talking about, I don't care if it's George Bush or Mitt Romney. The kind of hate that they were saying that they had towards Mitt Romney or George Bush, and I asked them, now could you explain to me exactly what racist thing that Mitt Romney or George Bush has done to you? Well, I'm telling you, all white people are the same. So are all black people the same? No, all black people are not the same, but all white people are the same. Dude, you are stupid. And you really need to check yourself. And sometimes these are so-called Christians. I said, let me get this right. You
Okay, I'm going to close the show with some messages that kind of go back and forth between me and a friend of mine in real life. And he is, by all practical purposes, black, I guess you could say. And here's some of the messages from him. Take a listen to some of the messages from him to back up me trying to tell you that I'm not racist. Here's one.
And the shit's crazy because I used to think to myself how some people were so like happy and joyful and knew that they were so blessed and life so great. And I wasn't ever the one that was down and out and had a problem with life, but I would always wonder, like, how do these people just...
Hold on, we got a call. I think I know who this is. Radio show.
Well, at least I gave you some content.
Well, it's not really you I'm talking about.
Oh, well, Mr. Midnight Movie was.
On his show? Oh, okay, yeah. But I'm just trying to tell people to just chill out. I'm not racist. I've got so many friends in my real life that are black by all, I guess if that's what you want to call them. I don't like to call them black because they're not black. Black is my desk here in front of me or my pants I've got on. They're just people that have different colored skin than I do, you know?
Let me give you a tiny bit of advice. The more you explain, guiltier you sound.
Okay, thank you, Brown Beasley. Get lost. Anyway, back to this.
I love life so much like that. And nowadays, dude, I just sit back and I think to myself, because it's God, first of all, there's no other explanation for how somebody myself could really not have to make the moves that everybody else has as in growing up and take.
I used to counsel this guy, and then some of them, like about 3 of them, I became friends with. They became friends of, when I say friends of mine, they became friends of us, my family, Victor and I. So I said to him, well, you have to make your own happiness. Happiness is not many people. Happiness is not many people. Family happiness is believing in who you are as a person. If you can look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're a good person, then that can make you very, very happy. I've never had a problem with the mirror. And he answers.
And it's crazy because this last time I went to jail, like, I had been, fed up with dealing with the states, man. And I probably should have handled it a little bit different, but I ended up handling it the way I did. And so this last time, it was...
I counseled troubled teens. I was actually a part of a network that worked with the high schools. And if you had teenagers, well, and older kids too, we actually worked with one of the local community colleges. If you had somebody that was having trouble with drug dealing and just, coming from bad homes, we worked with them. And a lot of them, I want to believe, and they say themselves, that I was what helped pull them out of the darkness that they were in. And I fell in love with these guys, in love with them. Not in a weird, freaky, sexual way, but as a child, as one of my kids, basically. And I practically adopted like 3 of these guys.
Another technical violation, just didn't report. And so I ended up getting picked up one day. And, man, when I pulled up to do stare, man, we took the long way there, all the way down Northwest Highway. So I was...
And then I tell him what I always say, those are just things that you've done. That's not who you are. And he said back to me.
But no, but now, Debbie, dude, when I saw the buildings, man, I really was like, I said, Lord, please take care of me. I said, please just, all I'm asking you to do is keep me comfortable, and I'm going to ask you to teach me to stand up for myself, because I think that was one problem that I had. And, man, that was crazy. Like,
this is, like I said, this is one of the guys that I actually worked with for quite a while. He had a lot of problems. And he says I helped change his life. I say prayer is very important. It's very powerful, but people don't realize that enough. The book of Matthew says, ask and it will be given, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open. People just run around with all of these problems, and God is just sitting up there looking down going, how's that working for you? He's not going to help unless you ask. People say, because I was typing and he didn't feel like typing that night. People say, how does God sit there and let all the children, have problems, blah, blah, blah. And I can only think that that's because nobody's praying for them. What really helps is when you have somebody praying for you, and I was always praying for you, and I know your mother was too. And he says...
Yes, that makes a lot of sense too, because whenever I go work with my uncle or, anybody that's somebody that's, you know, lived the lives that I live and the people that I hang around with, and I noticed that nobody talks about God. Nobody, man, when we run these streets, there's no godly conversations, and everybody has all these problems, like you said, running around.
These are real people. This is not an act. This isn't Steve and I doing voices. This is real. This is a real person. A really good guy that got told too early in life that he was worthless. And I spent hours and hours and hours looking at him straight in his eyes and saying, you have just as much right to be here as I do. You are just as important as I am, as anybody else that you see. You are just as important as they are. And you've got to own that. And we went through all these exercises together, and I do believe that I made a difference. And I brought him out. He's never been arrested again. He was on the streets doing all kinds of, you know, he was doing what they call hustling, which means he would steal stuff and then he would sell it to make money, to buy drugs. He was dating strippers and just, you know, I think I did make one audio to him. Wait. I think.
Living an ungodly life has got to be the most empty life. I can't imagine doing that. And yet,
it's real late at night, and I'm actually in bed with Vic. We have a king-size bed, and I'm on one side, and he's on the other side, and I'm talking real quiet so that Victor won't hear me, and I'm going, living an ungodly life. I'm whispering into the thing, and I say,
it's only important to him that we have a personal relationship with him. It's not necessary for people to talk about it. Just always know that he's right there on your shoulder, ready to help you, but he will not do anything unless he is asked. He's a very selfish God.
And then he says, he said, let me see.
I make these choices, or, you know, whatever it is that I do that people don't like.
But that's what I do. That's what I'm all about. Okay, I'm here for people. I'm, of course, number one is my two kiddos. Well, number one is Vic. He knows that. Victor's number one. He's my number one priority. Number two is my children. They come second, above anybody else in the world. But there's a lot of people down here in Dallas, where I live, that depend on me. And yes, I would have to say that probably 60 to 70% are black. And I love them. They come to my dinner table. They've been at Christmas, Thanksgiving. They're welcome here anywhere I'm at. They're good people, and I love them. And I defy one of you to say that that is a racist. And I will leave you with that. I've got to go do something with Victor right now. I will leave you with that, honestly, people. Find something else to do instead of calling Debbie a racist. It's so funny. All right. I actually was putting my makeup on. I'm going to go meet again. Victor's got this. Never mind. I will see you guys the next time I do this. Shouts out to Audrey, Lester, and everybody out there listening. I will see you later, alligator. Thank you. Bye.